Hello, everybody, and welcome to Weekly Chats with Austin, Season 2, Episode number 14. I am so glad that all of you are on here tonight. Man, we're going to have a lot of fun, man. I got a jam-packed show for you, and it's going to be a night to remember. Trust me, you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh so hard that you're going to probably cry, and, you never know. But this group I got on here, man, you just never know what's going to happen. I'll just tell you that right now. So they're all down here in what I like to call the green room, or what this program likes to call it. And they're all there, and they're all giving me a thumbs up. So they're excited and they're ready. And I'm ready, man. I've been excited for this. And I will say, man, what a lot of questions did we get from all of you guys. You guys sent in a bunch of questions. So this show might last 12 hours. No, I'm just kidding. No, we'll get through them as quickly as we can, because I know we normally Weekly Chat with Austin normally lasts an hour, but over the past several episodes we've been going 2 hours, so it's probably what we'll end up doing again, because we all get on here, we love to chat, we haven't seen each other in quite some time due to this pandemic, so it's nice to catch up and let you guys see, kind of, I guess you can say, how much we all miss one another, because we miss all of you as well. So let's look at some of these comments and say hello to some people that are watching. I threw some comments up on the screen while we were opening the show. So let's see what we have. We have Jane from Florida. Hello. I hope you are doing well. We have folks watching from Canada. Hello, Laureen. And I think Penny is on here as well. And let's see who else. Angel says, my favorite group. Well, we appreciate that very, very much. And oh, Penny, there you are. Nice to see you as well. Diane, pardon me, from Louisiana. Hello. Thank you guys for joining. When you join on, if it's your first time seeing the show, make a comment and let me know. And if it's not your first time, make a comment and let me know where you're watching from, or either how many times you've watched the show. I know several that are on here have watched from the start, which was last year around October and November. So that's awesome. I really appreciate that very much. And for those of you who are watching on YouTube, welcome. And I know I've only been able to do the live thing on YouTube, I think about the last 3 or 4 episodes. So that's cool. Kind of getting the kick with YouTube now. So that's awesome. So thank you guys for watching as well. So I'm going to talk just for a little bit. And before we bring the guest on here and really get kicking with the show. So anyway, let me go over here and check something really fast. Yeah, I want to tell you guys about this. I'm going to pop a picture up on the screen here. This is a competition that is happening this weekend, June the 12th through the 14th. It is the Buckeye Elvis group, their first ever contest period, and it's going to be virtual. So that is super exciting, and they are excited about it as well. And I am so honored to be one of the headliners on this virtual event, and it's going to be great. So it starts on Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday at 11 a.m., and Sunday at 11 a.m. So Sunday is the 14th, and I will be on Sunday morning doing some gospel, and I will also be performing. I will close out the festival on Sunday night around 7-ish, I believe. I'm not 100% for sure on the time, but that's why they send me the schedule. That's why I'm not over it. But anyway, so I think it's around 7 o'clock, so I'll be closing it out. And for more information, you can contact the Buckeye Elvis Group at yahoo.com, or there's a phone number right there on the screen as well. And I'll put this up again toward the end of the show as well, so you guys will see it. All you have to do is pay $5 one time. It's a pay-per-view charge for $5. And to join the private Buckeye Elvis Group to watch this, it's only $5 for 3 days, folks. That's cheap. And the $5 kind of goes to a donation to kind of help out the expenses of the competition. So my fans that are watching this and you want to go support all these ETAs and watch me perform on Sunday, go pay that $5 and just send me a private message. And if you want more information about it, I'll be happy to send you the link on where you can go and pay and join the contest. And the fun this weekend is celebrate the greatest entertainer of all time, Elvis Presley. So there we go. Also, I know I probably sound like a broke record, but I just got to say it again. How many of you guys tuned in last night for the premiere of United We Stand? My mind's still blown, and so is all the guys. Man, it was just incredible. And man, I have got, since last night when the premiere ended all the way to right now, I have got messages from people who watched it, still getting messages from the guys that was involved in the video saying how much they enjoyed it, and they weren't expecting to see what they saw. They really wasn't. So, and, I just kind of had this vision and, kind of just said, man, you know, could you only imagine what Elvis Presley would be doing right now for all these people that's being, you know, everybody's being hurt by this pandemic. And can you only imagine what he would be doing for the first responders and the people in general? You know, that's just Elvis, a kind-hearted, caring person. And so, you know I didn't go to the full potential, probably what Elvis would have done, but a lot of the guys says he would have probably done something what I done. So that made me feel good. And a lot of people got emotional watching it. And we put a lot of smiles on people's faces. So thank you. I think we've had over 5,000 something views on this video. And I think we've had way over in the hundreds of shares and comments. And a lot of the guys want us to go on the Ellen show. So share the video. And maybe we can make that happen. You never know. So that would be awesome. But anyway, thank you all again who tuned in. It was amazing. And I will say volume 2, Cassidy can hear me. And she's probably going to want to whoop me for saying this. But I said volume 2 would be a little while away. But I think it's going to be sooner than what we think. Everybody is wanting volume 2. All the guys are wanting volume 2. So you might be seeing volume 2 within the next month or so. So stay tuned. We'll let you guys know. We got to work it up. Mom and I's already started. So I'll tell you that. That's how excited everybody was and all the guys giving their input. So anyway, thank you all again who tuned into that. It was a lot of fun. Also, I want to talk about really quick. I have had several people send me messages regarding the weekly chats with Austin show. And they said, man, you work so hard to make the show happen. And, you know, everybody works so hard and to get everything done that can we send a donation? And I said, well, absolutely. So you can, to send a donation to Weekly Chat with Austin, you can send it via PayPal to that email right there on the screen. It's aielvislive1@gmail.com. And that's through PayPal. So all you have to do is go to that, type that email in. And if you feel like you want to send a generous donation, you know, we'd be more than happy to accept your donation. We'd greatly appreciate that. But it's completely up to you. It's not mandatory. We just had a lot of people mention it to us. So I said, well, we'll just pop it on the screen and it'd be easier to get it out to the people that way. So there you go. It's right there on the screen. Donation to Weekly Chat with Austin via PayPal. I can't even talk. aielvislive1@gmail.com. So I'll put it back on the screen again later on. So also, if you want more information on what's happening with my shows and my schedule, I had a show that was supposed to be in July next month that had been rescheduled. And now the theater has decided to let us do it. But it still could change at any time. So we're not sure, but they're supposed to get more details toward the end of this month. But right now they're planning on having it. So right there at the bottom of your screen, right down here, for more information, visit austinirvyentertainment.com. And, you know, also go to Austin Irby Entertainer, the like page here on Facebook and so on and so forth. So you guys can go and check that out. And we keep that updated on a regular basis. Now I do, because I'm at home more. So that's how you do that. And also, please go subscribe to our Weekly Chat with Austin YouTube channel and ring that bell to get notified for on upcoming episodes or when we go live on YouTube. So all you have to do is just go ring that bell and hit subscribe. It's absolutely free and don't cost you a dime. So there you go. So anyway, thank you guys again so much for joining tonight. I want to check these comments one more time. Hello, Joyce. How are you? I hope you are doing well and everybody's having a wonderful day. Let's see. Oh, the video. It was emotional because it made me think. Absolutely. You know, I said this last night when I did an unexpected live video. You know, I said that my dad watched it for the first time and we were sitting there and my dad, I could see him do like this. And I was like, that's a shocker. My dad don't do nothing like that. So anyway, but, you know, anything can happen. So anyway, let's see what else we have going on here. Hey, Becky, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Debbie Henley, hello. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to take a short 30-second commercial break. And while we take that break, these cats down here at the bottom of my screen that you can't see, but I can see, are going to get ready to come on here with you guys. And I will say last night I had some internet issues and I think we're having some today. So if anything crazy happens, we'll figure it out. We'll just put it to you that way. So don't change that channel, as I always say. And we're going to play this quick commercial right here. And we'll be right back with Weekly Chat with Austin and Dwight, Cassidy, Donnie, and KALYSTA. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
America, raise your hand if you're ready for a getaway. The gates of Graceland are open once again, and the #1 American attraction is just a road trip away. Walk in the footsteps of a true legend. Explore 120 acres dedicated to Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll. Here, making dreams come true is in our DNA. Closer than you think and far more than you'd expect. Come home to Graceland, where a lifetime of memories waits for you.
Boom. There you go. I told you that was going to be quick, like less than 30 seconds. Graceland is back open, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know that already. So Elvis Week, whoop, whoop, is going to be around the corner, and I am super excited, and I'm ready to be there. So hopefully nothing else has to be shut down again, and we can go enjoy Elvis Week and have a fantastic time. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick into this. And my first guest that I'm going to bring on here, you all know him. Trust me, you know him. And we call him the ladies' man. No, he's giving a smile down there, I'll tell you. We call him the ladies' man, but that's because he smiles all the time, and the women smile back, and they scream very loud for him. So that's why we call him the ladies' man. But he's a great guy all around, and we've been singing together since high school. He graduated a year before me. And not only that, he's just a talented guy all around. He stars in all five of our Austin Urban Entertainment productions. And you just go watch his videos and you'll see why he does. So without further ado, let's go ahead and pop him on the screen here. Dwight, are you with me?
I'm with you.
How are you?
I'm so well. How you doing, brother?
Hey, man. I'm living and breathing, so I'm okay.
Amen. That's all I like to hear.
Oh, man. So before I bring the rest of the guests on, prior to the show, you had a little friend there with you. Do you still have your friend there?
Yes, I do.
Oh, let's show everybody your friend.
Okay.
Oh, look at this.
She almost knocked over my thing.
Oh no.
Here she is.
Oh, look.
My baby. Oh, she's my old baby, but she okay. Her name is Kenny.
Oh. Hey, animals. I love animals, especially dogs, man. I love animals.
You going back over
So
there?
your dog has made an appearance on Weekly Chat with Austin, and everybody's saying your dog is beautiful.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So also we have another guest that's on here with us tonight, and she's been performing with me for quite some time as well. I believe she started around the same time Dwight did. I think it was around like 2017. Was that when you started doing with our productions? I think I'm right, if my math's right. And so anyway, we're going to get her on here now, KALYSTA, and let me scroll down and pull her up on the screen. Is she there? I'm not sure. Maybe not. Are you there? Maybe. Hello? Is anybody there with me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't hear her. She's there. I see her face.
I do too.
Right now, that's what you're on having. So right just off of your screen right now, you should visit. I hear an echo. What is happening? I told y'all it's also internet stuff. So that's how you do that. And also, well, that didn't happen. I don't know. Let's go ahead and bring Cassidy and Donnie on here. See if they're. Are you guys there?
Hello.
Yes, we're here.
Hi. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Dwight, are you still on here?
I'm still on here.
Okay.
Can you see my face?
Hold on a minute. Now I can.
Oh, there.
I tell you all, this internet's crazy. I'll pop back on in a minute. So how are you guys doing during the quarantine? Are y'all all just, hanging around? Just hanging around? There's not really much to do, right? Yeah. So, Cassie, refresh my memory because I'm getting old and I can't remember, but how old were you when I met you for the first time?
I was 13.
And I met Donnie, what, a year later? Or 2 years later?
I think 2 years later.
2 years later. Got you. Okay. Time flies, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So Dwight, you have been doing some online concerts on Facebook. Have you been enjoying doing that?
That has been a very enjoyable endeavor on my part. I'm having a good time.
Enjoyable and educational all at the same time, right?
Good golly, Miss Molly, you ain't lying.
Oh Lord. Look, we're gonna try to get KALYSTA back on here again and see if we have any issues again. I don't know.
KALYSTA!
Are you there? She might have to log back off and come back on. But all of you we can all hear one another, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, she went back off. She's gonna come back on.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, look, when you're working with technology, anything can happen. Am I right?
You're right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So we're gonna try to let her log back on, and I'm gonna get this ready. Look, I told you guys, these people want to know about you. Look at this. There's a lot of questions here. I'm telling you. All right, let's try again. Are you there now? Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Okay.
It keeps freezing.
I know. We'll see how long this will last. We shall see. Let's check these comments, man. These comments are coming in like crazy. Oh, they're all saying hello.
Hello, everybody.
Says hello. Oh, well, look who we have watching. Let's pull her up on the screen. Can you guys see that?
Dana!
Hello.
How you doing, baby?
She was saying hi to Penny, but I think she said hi to all of us above there, but I can't find that now.
I know she said that to me.
I know she said hi to me. Okay, so let's go ahead and kick into this. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
No.
This is a segment that I kind of came up with a title, and I kind of called it Because You Wanted to Know. This is kind of what I called it, because this is what the people really want to know.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a few questions that a lot of people ask the same thing. Okay, so KALYSTA and Dwight can probably answer this probably better than any of us can, but they want to know, how often does the show change, or when does the show change? Any of our shows.
In what context? In general?
In general, like sometimes we like start out, and we'll do a show, for like several months, and then we'll change it, and we change it about every, maybe sometimes 3 months, maybe.
Yeah, sometimes more than that.
Yeah, and to make that, to answer that question a little better, how I always judge that is, if we go back to the same venue, if that makes sense, I always don't want to do the same show. So we change it completely, right. Even if it's within like a 3-month radius, time frame or whatever, we change it. So
yeah, it's really hard to hear though.
Do what?
Am I having a stroke?
No, you're not.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Alyssa's having technical issues. Oh, she went off. Oh, well. Maybe we'll get her to come back. Maybe we'll get it work. But anyway, the show changes, every, 3 months or whatever. So, it always depends. If we're going to the same venue over and over and over, we'll change it, change the songs, change the scheme, and all that cool stuff. So, Dwight, here's a cool question. How many costume changes take place during the show?
Last count, I believe it was like 150,000.
It feels like 150,000. Right?
A lot. And sometimes it's not even the amount of time you have to change, it's the amount of time that you have to change.
And that always depends between like 30 seconds, maybe sometimes a minute.
Yeah, sometimes even quicker than that. And I got a lot of body to cover, so just imagine me.
And Cassidy knows all about that because she has to stay back there with us the whole time. So we throw clothes all over the place.
Yes.
So yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Sweat.
Sweat.
Oh yeah, sweat. Especially with me. There's it's sweat.
Sweat's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes
Dana
you
knows
healthy.
too. Look, she said those costume changes were no joke. Trust me. Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's crazy. But it's called a fast production, so you have to be very fast. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, have any of us ever come out missing some clothes or some shoes? Maybe.
Yes.
Just people just don't know that, right?
So one time, it was the gospel set. The set before that, I had on my red velvet shoes and my black pants and my red vest and black shirt, something like that.
Right.
And it was so quick, I forgot that I had to change. I said, "Oh crap, it's gospel!" In like a minute, 30 seconds, whatever, however long it was. I got everything changed. I went on stage, started singing. I looked down, and I still had on my red velvet shoes.
Oh, Dwight, that's happened to you.
I look good,
several times.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What'd you say?
I said that's happened to you several times, right?
Several times. I think one time I also had on my gold shoes.
Oh Lord. But what can you do? Sometimes things happen, man. It's showbiz, right?
Yeah. Gotta go with the flow.
Tell me about it. I think Callista's going to try to get on with her phone. I think see if that will work. But we'll go ahead and press forward, and I'll get her input on all these in a few minutes. So yeah, folks, a lot of costume changes. Trust me. And the girls really have it more rough than probably the guys do because they have to change, dresses and shoes and all that. Is that better?
Oh my god, I think it's better.
Oh, it's a whole lot better. Thanks.
Oh my god, I would not work for anything.
Well, hopefully this will work and we won't have any issues. So I was asking Dwight and all them about the costume changes.
Oh
so
my god.
How many costume changes? Is it horrible to do all that?
I remember one show I had literally, I think we timed it. It was 45 seconds, and it was to get out of that yellow dress into that wedding dress for I do or say I do. Oh my god.
It's crazy, right?
Yes.
Man. Okay, so this question I think all of y'all can answer. So I'll start with Cassidy and Donnie, and either both of you can answer this or one of you. It doesn't matter. But does everyone always have as much fun as they appear to have when they're at these shows?
Yes. Yes, most definitely. Yes.
Most definitely. Dwight, what's your answer to that? Do we have as much fun as we appear to on stage, or are we just pretending?
Sometimes, no, I'm not gonna say sometimes. All the time, we have a lot more stress on us than we put on. But it's always fun. But we're always stressed because anything can go wrong at any given moment. You want to pull your hair out, like I said, you forget to change your shoes, or you forget to button up a button. You got your belly button showing while you're singing "American Beautiful," and it's just everything just going downhill. But we are having fun.
That's right. That's right. All right, Kallysta, what's your answer to that?
Yes. If anything, we looked a little stressed, like you said.
Yeah.
But no, always lots of fun. We never want it to end, or at least I don't. When we were on the last, it's no.
That's right. It's always a lot of fun, and it looks like we have so much fun is because another reason is because we all enjoy performing together and all enjoy working together.
Yes.
And there has been times where, and I don't know if Dana's still watching this, but I know this happened to her, and Cassidy can go into some things that's happened to her, but there's been some bad things that's happened to us too. I remember when we did the gospel production for the musical, the kind of theatrical thing we did, Dana was sick the whole time. You remember that?
Oh my god, we had to give her ginger.
Yeah, and Cassie's got hurt several times, and she'll go into that a little later on. So yeah, when we rehearse and do all this stuff, we do sometimes shed some blood and tears and all that. So now this question, I'm going to kick it off, and then I'm going to send it over to somebody else to kind of relate to this. But the question is how often does the cast rehearse? Well, this day and time, not much. It hasn't been much over the past probably year, due to all of us kind of have been kind of doing our own thing as well, not only performing together. So it's been kind of hard for all of us to get together. And so I know Dwight and I have done several shows over the past year to where we didn't rehearse any, and we just rehearsed the day before the show or the day of the show. Or we just really rehearsed at home. And I know we've been missing KALYSTA. She hadn't been with us over the past several shows because she's got her solo thing going on and doing some great stuff as well. So we've been missing out on all of us getting together in our little rehearsal hall and rehearsing together. But we have fun when we rehearse. Cassidy and Donnie, y'all been to a couple of rehearsals, haven't you?
It's always fun.
Especially for the For Real show, you guys, because y'all play instruments in the For Real show, and we have worked really hard on that, like 12-hour days probably rehearsing songs, and Donnie making that guitar talk, and Cassidy playing Wipeout on the drums. Man, I mean, it's just fun. It's all fun. I don't think any of us ever get tired of it. I think it's something because we enjoy it. You know, sometimes we do kind of, you know, I guess you could say kind of get angry with ourselves because sometimes we mess up after rehearsing so much. I'm guilty, you know, everybody's guilty of that, but you know, it's a lot of fun and we enjoy it. Yes. Somebody made a comment. I do remember that. I did forget my shirt one time. Yes, I did remember that. I had a jacket on and no shirt, but that's okay. Nobody noticed but me. All right, so I'm going to save those two for last. So I got a couple more here I'm going to ask you. And this is some questions from when I put a post on Facebook. I asked some of the people to post some questions that they would like to know. So here we go. This is from Penny. She's all the way from Canada. She has watched every episode of Weekly Chat with Austin. She's a great person all around. And her question is when was the first time that you all sang and performed on stage solo and together? Okay. Dwight, I'll start with you. You answer that first.
So solo and then together with you?
Yes.
Okay. First time I sang solo had to be, as in on the stage in front of people, was in 5th grade at Cherokee Trail Elementary. Miss Hines, my music teacher, who initially pushed me to sing, there was for the Black History Month. And it was a song about Martin Luther King. It was like, once there was a gentleman who talked about the promised land. He reached out and took the troubles of the people in a strong land. That song right here, I haven't sang it in, what, 12, 14 years?
That's a long time.
But that was the first song I've ever sang in front of a group of people, whether it be my fellow students or teachers.
Right.
When we first sang together, I was a flip back then. That was in high school. 2012 is when I think our little group got together.
Yeah. And we won the
sang.
talent competition, but I think it was rigged because we were horrible.
Oh my goodness, it was rigged. Or everyone else was worse.
True.
Which is also possible.
That is possible.
Yeah, we were just the least worst. That's bad. That's bad.
That's true.
But yeah, that was was it I Swear?
Yes, I swear.
Yeah.
You know, it was fair.
No, it was the Christmas song.
We got a good certificate out of it, and we got a trophy that said first place, so better than nothing, I guess you could say. All right. So Cassidy, I don't know if you can answer the question, but Donnie can relate because Donnie does solo stuff as performing, and not only perform with me, but Cassidy, you could probably answer the first time you played drums with me. So that was probably what, a year ago? About a year ago. Round about that, yeah. So Donnie, for those of you who don't know, Donnie is a fabulous singer, and he's an Elvis Tribute artist, and not only that, he does his own thing, writes his own music. And Donnie, don't freak out, but I found this today, and this is your CD.
Oh yeah.
This is all his original music, all your original music on this. Yep, this is word for word. Yep. That's the title. So when was the first time that you really stepped out on stage and sang for the first time, or played guitar for the first time?
I played guitar on stage before I sang because I didn't know I could sing till about 3 years after I was playing.
Right.
So it's about 7 years is how long I've been singing, 7 or 8. But
gotcha.
it was in a small little group. Really, there wasn't maybe 20, 30 people there.
Gotcha.
But,
hey, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, and then I sang in a church.
Right.
There's more people in the church.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
Yeah. Man, on that album right there, I played all the music. I did the drums, everything.
Okay. Can people still buy that?
I think so. There's a few websites that have it. When I signed a contract, it was for digital release, and it was in every digital thing at the time back in 2017 or 15.
Right.
And it was everywhere, but I don't think it is right now.
Okay. So. Gotcha. All right, Kallysta, what's your answer to that? First time performing solo, and then first time with me. I remember the first time with me, I think, but maybe you might know it better than I do.
No, the first time I sang solo, I was like, I think it was 3 or 4. I had a contest over in Lexington. I sang Jesus Take the Wheel, which I actually sang at one of the recent shows. The first time I sang with Austin, I literally don't even remember. When was that? It was like it wasn't too long ago.
Was it Elvis week?
I'm trying to. I think it was before Elvis week. No. Because at Elvis week is when I met you.
Right.
First time we sang together was I think a couple months after Elvis week.
Okay. I really think the first time you really sang with us was the first time Dwight really ever performed with us in our, which was 2017 at this banquet hall somewhere near Augusta, Georgia, if I'm right.
It was something like that.
Something like that. I think I'm correct. So, Penny, I hope that answered some of your question. Look, I'm the only one that knew what questions were going to be asked. None of them do. So they're having to really rack their brain to figure this out. So the next question, this is easy. Everybody can point their fingers. Who is the main person that's in charge of backstage and keeps things rolling?
Wait, I don't know what to point.
I don't know which. I got to point this way. So Cassidy, tell everybody about how that job is and what all goes into that.
Ooh, wow. It's really fun actually. Just keeping everyone straight and make sure everything's where it needs to be, and make sure they're out on stage when they need to be. And if there's any wardrobe problems, I help with that. If they need water, try to help with that and stuff. But it's really fun. It's one of my dream jobs to be anything to do with theater stuff, acting or stage managing, because I've been a stage manager through high school. So to actually do it professionally is very cool.
That's cool. Well, that's a nice answer. That makes me feel good. Oh man, I know we all know the answer to this, and when I ask the question, I'm going to give my 2 cents worth first. But who is the biggest clown and cut up in the group? How do I point to Dwight? I'm trying to point my finger to Dwight. I can't get down. Dwight. It's all Dwight. Dwight is the cut up and the clown of the group. Trust me. Now Dwight. We all know that mom is the boss, right?
That's right.
So this is what somebody wants to know, and I'm very curious to hear your answer.
Go for it.
Are you ready for this?
No.
They want to know, since you're the clown and the cut up of the group, They want to know, how does the boss get that person to settle down and actually get to work and take it serious?
You see, there's an innate ability of Mama Tammy to calm me down because she's the most nicest, friendliest, loving person. But when it's time for business, good golly, it is time for business. She'll give you that face.
That's right.
And
That's right.
right up.
That's
Hey,
right.
there's no demon in hell that won't straighten up if Mama Tammy looks at him like that.
You know, I let her read this question. I told her, I said, you need to read this question. And she's like, well, Dwight's the answer. And she said, I know what he's already going to say. And I said, what? She's going to say, he's going to say the look that I give, either because, you know, when we're on stage performing, for those of you who don't know this, Mom's always on the front. And there's a reason why. Because if one of us mess up, she gives us the look, because we all watch her. And then if we don't smile, she makes a face to try to make us smile. So she's always got something going on in the back of her mind to try to get at us all the time. So good answer. Good answer. You were right on point. All right, here's the next question. And this question, I guess you could say, really points more to me. So I'm going to answer it first, but then I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to let y'all answer it too. Okay. So the question is, what is your favorite Elvis song to perform? What is my favorite Elvis song to perform? Well, that is a hard question. I love all of Elvis's music, first and foremost. So my favorite Elvis song to perform right now, because it changes, right now would probably be What I Say, which is from the movie Viva Las Vegas, that Elvis was in with Anne Margaret. So that would probably be my favorite Elvis song to perform. Who is my favorite artist besides Elvis? Okay, I have two answers to that, because I have an answer for today's music and I have an answer for back in the day's music. So back in the day, Elvis is number one. He always will be. But if I had to pick another favorite artist besides Elvis back in the day, it would be Conway Twitty. If I had to pick today, 100 to none, it would be Keith Urban. So that would be today's music. Back then would be Conway Twitty. So my question to you guys, because Donnie does Elvis, but all of you guys, KALYSTA and Dwight, have been a part of my Elvis A to Z show. So you've heard all type of Elvis music. So if you had to pick an Elvis song that you kind of maybe enjoy listening to, what would it be? KALYSTA, you go first.
I love the song Can't Help Falling for You. But ever since I started singing it with you, I love Devil in Disguise. I think that might be my favorite one.
Okay. Dwight, do you got an answer?
So my favorite Elvis song, that's not, well, it's not his version, but it's his song, if that makes sense.
Right.
Is Impossible Dream.
Oh, absolutely.
Luther Vandross's version is mind-boggling good.
And you do that song very well.
Thank you.
All right, Cassidy, what's your answer to your favorite Elvis song?
That's hard. I have a lot. I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. There's a lot. I don't know. I can't think of one specific one. I can't.
You can't. All right, Donnie, what about you?
My favorite song is a gospel song that Elvis does. It's You'll Never Walk Alone. And that's my favorite one to perform too, because I feel that one, because
right.
It comes from here. I know I related to what Jesus said, you'll never leave you nor forsake you, go with you all the way even unto the end. And absolutely. That's how, you know, it gets me right here. And that's how I perform, is with my soul.
That's right. That's right. All right, Donnie, I'm going to continue with you, and then I'm going to make a circle back around. Okay. So who's your favorite artist? You can answer this like I could, but who's your favorite artist besides Elvis?
I don't know. I mean, are you talking about musician artist or just singing artist?
Doesn't matter. Just something you enjoy listening to besides Elvis.
Man, the whole 80s music genre. I like the 80s for some reason. I think it's because I was born in the 80s.
Right. Oh, he's telling his age, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. But that was a good time.
Good time. Good time. Okay. So that's your final answer.
I think, yeah.
All right, Cassidy, what would be your answer? Because you like Elvis too, but
Oh, genre-wise, I listen to more of today's country now. I listen to everything, but more of today's country, which a lot of people don't like it, but I do for some reason.
right.
But artist-wise, I would say Aretha Franklin for old.
All right, KALYSTA, who is your favorite artist? Just period.
My favorite artist to sing is definitely Carrie Underwood, but my favorite artist to listen to is like Ariana Grande. Okay.
Dwight, I know your answer.
Of course you do.
I do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I want to qualify. So, as you all know, Mariah Carey, the Queen Diva, the goddess of the universe, empress of our souls, is my favorite artist of all time. Right. But there are also artists that I like to transcend that list, like Aretha Franklin, Patti LaBelle, Tina Turner, Chaka Khan. These people are too worthy to be on the list. They supersede that list, essentially. So these are the people, among others, I just named a few, that are the epitome of what it means to be a great artist. But personally, Mariah Carey is my baby.
Gotcha. So yeah, Mariah Carey. I think everybody has that answer.
Yeah, I should put a bumper sticker on my car.
That's right. That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the viewers that are watching this, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick little commercial break, and then when we come back, we're going to finish out these questions and share some funny stories with you guys. So while you got a moment, share this with your friends, share it on your page, tell them to come join us, and we got a little while longer to go. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a few moments. So don't change that channel. We'll be right back with Weekly Chats with Austin. Here we go.
Football's already having a huge impact here on this campus.
There's a vibrancy that I haven't witnessed in my 21 years here.
It's been a surreal feeling to see this all come to life. Football's been something I've wanted to see at Erskine since I was a student here 20 years ago, and to see it finally coming to fruition here.
Changed the school environment. It's changed the culture in a positive way.
It's just one more nice thing about Erskine that people on the outside see.
Just the sheer volume of kids that we have on campus. Anytime you bring more energy and enthusiasm to a campus, it's a positive thing.
The growth of this program will affect the Erskine family. It's going to affect the Erskine community.
Everybody's pretty excited. The community has really supported us in this first step.
Sit.
We're going to be ready to put on a show and ready to perform.
I've had people even ask me for tickets already, so there's a lot of interest in how they can be a part of it. It's rare that you get the opportunity to launch anything.
Now we are truly gearing up for the fall.
As this dream unfolds,
we're all really excited
because we're going to do football the Fleet way.
Football.
This is going to be football
the Fleet way.
The Fleet way.
The Fleet way.
This is going to be football the Fleet way.
All right, we're back. We are back. Dwight, are you still there? Or did you disappear on me? His camera's all flipped. Dwight?
Hello.
Dwight?
Where am I?
I don't know what happened. You went away.
Hold on. Are you looking at me?
Hold on, I'll get you. There you are.
Can you see me?
I got you. Yeah.
I'm frozen.
We can hear. Hey, you're moving, and we can hear you on our end.
Yeah. Wait, so you can see my face?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're moving.
Okay.
You're there. You're there. Oh.
As long as I can hear you, I'm good.
Yeah, and we can see you, and you're clear, and we can hear you, so we're good.
So you see my face, and I'm moving around.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's technology, man. Well, look, before we finish going into the questions anymore, I do want to say that all of us have Facebook pages, and you can all follow us and like us on Facebook. And on the screen right now is my Facebook page, which is this one we're live on right now, which is Austin Irby Entertainer. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Austin Irby Entertainment, right there on the screen as well. Cassidy, you can also follow her on Instagram. There's her, whatever you like to call it, username or whatever. I don't know what you call it. But anyway, there's how you can find her. Donnie has a Facebook like page. You can go like that page right there, Donnie Moseley ETA. KALYSTA has a Facebook like page called KALYSTA MINTON. So go and like that. And Mr. Dwight has one as well called Dwight B. So go like that page as well. I know they would appreciate it. And also, as I stated earlier, if you'd like to send a donation to Weekly Chat with Austin, send it via PayPal to AIELVISlive1@gmail.com. Who are you waving at?
Look, I was waving my hands. I can't see. I'm going to leave out, and I'm going to come back in, okay?
All right, that's fine. Do what you need to do.
All right.
Dwight's coming back. Technical problems. Lord. Wow, this happened to me yesterday too. It was ridiculous. Lord. Oh well. So hi guys. we're gonna let him log. I'm gonna check some of these comments. And I'm gonna let him log back on. I bet you everybody's watching this right now. They're all getting a kick out of tonight. I told you guys it's gonna be ridiculous. It's gonna be hilarious. So anyway, Wanda Watson says she shared it. Thank you so much. Okay, he's back. There you are.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Cool. Okay. He's back. He's back. We're checking some of these comments. Oh, Mary, thank you so much. She likes Keith Urban. Thank you. I don't know why. Yeah. I've never, here's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. I've never was into Keith Urban, period, until I stumbled across like this. It was like he had these episodes called like Urban Developments, which shows like backstage tour of what he does. And I kind of just hear him talk and just seemed like the type of person he was. And he was just like a humble type of person. And watching him play guitar, I mean, I was mesmerized. I was like, man, I'd like to be like that, man. That's cool. You know, just what we need to do is just let me have some of Donnie, like let me have Donnie's heart or something so I can play guitar like that. You know, Donnie's the master of the guitar. I'm yes, not. So anyway, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back to these questions really quick. We got a few more. And before I ask it though, Mom sent me a text message while we were during the commercial break. And I don't know if this is possible for any of y'all because I know it's not possible for me. Well, maybe we could do it without music, but she would like for all of us maybe to sing a little snippet of some song individually, with or without music. I know it would probably be hard to get it with music right now, so we might have to try it without it. But we'll do that in just a few minutes. So just kind of think about it for a minute. If you don't feel comfortable in doing it, you don't have to, but just think about it, okay? So the viewers that are watching this, would you like to all hear us sing maybe a song, maybe a cappella? Is that possible? I don't know. They're all saying yes, yes, do it.
Are we allowed to play music with it?
Oh, you can if you got a way to do
good
that.
Question. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
What's your quick question?
No, I said good question from KALYSTA.
Oh, thank you. Oh, the quick question. All right, so let's go ahead and press forward the question here. This question, I guess you could say, I'm probably about the only one that can answer this, I'm pretty sure. But this is from Mary Holden, who is actually watching this right now. She asked, how did I get started into becoming an Elvis tribute artist? Well, that's a long story, but I can make it short. My answer to that would be my dad was a huge Elvis fan. And he had all the records and all this stuff. And if I could turn this camera around, you'd see all the records and stuff I have hanging in my room. But my dad was a big Elvis fan. And one day we were just kind of watching the movie Jailhouse Rock. And I was like, man, this dude's got like the perfect hair and he's got his collar popped up. And man, he's just barely moving. And the women are going insane. I was like, man, that is just awesome. But it wasn't really the music. and his choreography and all that really stood out to me to make me become a huge Elvis fan. It was the person that he was, the personality that he had. I mean, he would just randomly walk up to a person and say, "You like that car?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." He goes, "Here's the keys." You know, and he'd be done, bought it and paid for it. And they just wouldn't know what to say. He's bought people houses. He's bought people buses. I mean, he's done so much. And it was just a human being that he was, and how he treated his friends, his family, fans really stood out to me. So I really got turned on to Elvis through the movie. You know, that's how I found out who he was. But just a human being that he was really what turned me on to be a fan first and foremost. And I did my first gig in Greenwoods, was about 30 minutes from here where I am. And rest is history. It just took off from there. And God's blessed me so much. And I've been able to travel the world with all these guys and do things that I've had on my bucket list for many years, and been able to win many awards as an Elvis tribute artist. And, you know, I'm just a humble type of person. And I always say that even though that I have a list of achievements, you know, it doesn't define who I am. I'm Austin Irby. I'm not Elvis Presley. I never will be. And I'm a humble Christian guy, and I'm always going to stay that way. It don't matter if I win the biggest award in the world. So that's just how I am. But Mary, I hope that kind of summed up your question. I mean, I could have answered that for like an hour, but we don't have an hour to do all of that. So do you guys want to sing a little bit now, or you want to wait a little bit longer toward the end?
I think Dwight should go first.
Dwight, you act like you can't. We can't. What are you doing? Lord have mercy. So do you want to sing now, or you want to wait a little bit?
Let's wait a little bit, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to sing.
Okay, that's cool. All right. Well, while we wait, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, everybody's telling us to sing. I'm telling you, they're all saying, "Oh, hello, KALYSTA from Sue Kurtz."
Hi.
Penny says we're all so talented. Thank you so much for that. Sue Kurtz says hi, Donnie and Cassidy.
Hello.
All right, and somebody just made a comment for Dwight. I'm trying to see. Uh-oh, Dwight, there's your song.
Hello, baby. How you doing?
There's your song. Lady Soul. So there's your idea. All right, so here is the question, the two questions that I thought or think that's going to be the hardest for you guys to sit there and try to figure it out. Number one, these questions are from me, okay? This is not what people ask. What is your most memorable moment with Austin Irby Entertainment performing in our productions? Dwight, you want to go first?
No.
All right. You want me to pass it on to somebody else while you think a minute?
Yeah, because I'm juggling between two right now.
All right, Donnie, Cassidy, you answer it first.
Oh, great. Oh goodness. I would say most memorable moment. It's not a good moment at all,
Lord.
but I will not forget it. We were in Georgia, and we were setting tables and chairs up for the show that night.
Oh, he's already smiling.
Me and Donnie, we were goofing around. I don't know what happened, but somehow the chair that he had came and popped me right in the mouth. Broke my tooth straight in half. Completely in half. So that's the story of my broken tooth.
That was crazy.
Most memorable one. Yeah.
All right, Donnie, what about you? I can think of a good one for you, but I don't know if you'd use it, but you go ahead.
We glued her tooth back.
Yes, we did. Super.
Yeah, you had to make that.
There. My most memorable moment is this right here.
That's what I was going to say. Absolutely. Now
this guitar.
Tell the story about that.
I think we were. Where were we?
Honey Path. We were here. Yeah.
Well, that's when I got it. Yeah, but the first time I played it was at a different place, I believe.
Yes.
But I hooked it up, you know. Ani had it out there on the on his in his trailer, and I was like, man, that's a neat little guitar. And I felt the action on it, and I was like, man, that feels good, you know. And started playing on it, and he brought it up there on stage. I plugged it in and started playing it, and he said I brought it to life. And he wrote back here. You can read it there.
Wrote on it. Yep.
Thanks for bringing life back into me. Yeah, but that's what it is right there.
Awesome.
You probably can't read it right there. And he signed it right there.
And for those of you who are watching, if you don't know who Ani is, his real name is Henry, but we call him Ani, and he is Donnie's. See, Donnie and Ani. See, that's perfect. See, they're partners in crime, I guess you could say. And they both work with the sound and everything. So he gave Donnie a nice gift. So Cassidy, to what you said, people are saying, ouch.
Yes, it hurt. It took forever for me to like go back and actually get it professionally fixed.
Right.
But I did. So.
Crazy.
It's all good now.
Dwight, I think you're muted. Okay.
Yeah, these dogs going crazy.
I'm going to let you answer it now. Go ahead.
Okay. This is also not necessarily a bad one, but it's not a good one either.
Right.
So we were at the Gospel Jubilee, and I was fine. I was taking my vitamins, drinking lots of water, and then this was when we had all the different gospel groups on.
Okay, yeah, the gospel. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and we went back for the show to the front to shake hands and everything everybody was doing, and all of a sudden, I felt like bad. I felt cold all of a sudden. I said, "Oh Lord, I'm not getting sick. I'm not sure what I'm getting sick from." And so I went ahead. Can you hear me?
It's very faintly, but I think it's because you're getting a message.
Can you hear me? What's going on?
I got you.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Is it clear?
Yep. Continue on.
See, I'm half time. This technology makes me believe I'm having a stroke.
I know.
Okay. So what happened was I felt sick. I told Nick, I believe. And Nick said, "Oh, you okay?" And I believe he gave me some medicine. I took the medicine. I thought it was good. I went on stage, right? And we were singing, "Long as I got King Jesus." And I was singing, I was doing my thing. And then Nick does his part. Austin does his part. They both nail it. Here I come, like, and I couldn't do anything. It was so horrible. Like, it wasn't necessarily embarrassing, but it was like, crap, doo-dah, my voice is gone. And that was a high song. And then after that, we had other high songs. Before that, we had other high songs.
We had another
what really,
after
the
that.
silver lining of it is that we all came together. It really helped me to realize that we're all family and whatnot, because after that first half and everyone was seeing like, oh, Dwight's not doing so well, I went to the back. I was like almost shell shocked. I was moist and whatnot. And fans came back to the back. Nick's mom, I love her, came back to the back, making sure I was okay. And that's my favorite memory, only because it really made me realize that we are all such a big and beautiful.
Man, I was over there doing like warm salt water and giving it to Dwight, and Nick was doing honey, and everybody was just throwing it at him like, drink this. And you would have probably sick after that, but we were just making him just do it. We're gonna make you last. But yeah, I remember that. That was not a good night for you.
It was.
No. All right, KALYSTA, what about yours?
I have two. I have a funny one and then a good one.
Okay.
So the first one, my favorite memory, most memorable time, is at the end of shows when we all hold hands and it's the very end, we're all bowing. I remember the first time we did that, I literally got chills and I was like, oh my God, that was our first show. That really just happened. So every time we do that, it's I get chills after every show. We all hold hands, we bow, because it's just wow, we did it. We did such a good show. God was really with us with that one.
Right.
Which I just love that feeling. And my funny one is definitely when it was at, I forget what show it was. We were at one of the shows, and I had this like crick in my neck. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I had to dance with Dana, and I had to sit like this the entire show, and I really had to dance like this because I couldn't move my neck, and it was so bad. I don't know if I pulled a muscle, I think. So I literally had to sit like this and dance throughout the whole show and sing like this. I don't know if you guys remember that, but that one literally scarred me.
That's crazy. I remember that. I remember you having to do that. And Dana made a comment. She remembers that as well. Oh, Lord.
That's so funny.
What's your second one? You say you had a second one.
Wait, did you not hear the first? I said 2.
Oh, my things were going in and out when you were talking. So maybe I didn't. Okay, never mind.
Not here.
Okay.
Oh.
So my time. Okay. My most memorable one, I have to say 2 as well. And because it involves the same person. This involves a fan of ours. And I don't know if he's watching or any of his family is watching. But you all know who Jared Fields is, and everybody who attends our Honey of Path shows, you know who he is, and he's a lovable kid, and he loves everybody, and he's a good Christian little kid, and he's a nice young man. He really is. But I remember I was doing this show. I think it was just me and Dwight, if I'm right. I'm not 100%. But I called him up on stage, and I gave him the first ever Elvis ring that I ever bought when I first started. And it was the 1956 Elvis horseshoe ring. And I gave it to him, and he wore it and still wears it every time, every day. I mean, it's something he wears all the time. And man, the emotional feel that made me feel when I gave that to him, just seeing him light up, and it's just something that a memory that he'll never forget, and something that I'll never forget. You know what I mean? And another thing that involves him, and Dwight knows all about this, because me, Dwight, and Nick were on stage all at the same time. And we were singing gospel music in one of our shows. And we went into, I think we had sang like, Please Forgive Me or something. And every time we sing Please Forgive Me or Through the Fire, we all get like really, really emotional, because, I mean, you can feel the spirit, you know, just there when you're singing those songs. And Nick had started crying when he sang Please Forgive Me, and then I did, and we just all started. And man, I went straight into Through the Fire. I didn't even do a pause, because I felt the spirit moving. I was like, look, I don't even want to do a pause, you know, just go. And so Donnie went straight into the next song. And the minute I started singing it and went to the chorus, that young man stood up in the middle of that audience and had both hands in the air and was just praising God. And I lost it. I couldn't even sing. I lost it. And then I started crying, and then I look at Nick, and then he starts. And then I looked at Dwight, and then he starts. So we're all three crying and not even really singing the song. But that's something that I'll never forget, that touched me through, you know, it was God doing the work, but he was using us three, and we were touching him. But not only that, he was touching us back. Does that make sense? And it was just something that I'll never forget. I mean, I get that chill feel just talking about it. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it was just something that I'll never forget. So there you guys go. There's some of our most memorable moments. We could probably tell you a lot more, but, you know, we would be on here all night. Okay, we're going to press forward to the next one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to laugh. All right, guys, what's your most funniest moment that has happened to maybe yourself or maybe to somebody else? Either can be on stage, off stage, during rehearsals, anywhere that we were doing something. KALYSTA, I'll start with you. What's your most funniest moment?
It's more embarrassing than funny, TMI, but me and Dwight, we were singing backup for Austin. I don't know if you remember this, but I had this like gold dress on, and it was really short, and we had on these huge bar stools, and I literally couldn't sit down because, you know, so me Dwight had to kind of cover me as I had to like stand. It was a mess. And then I had these huge high heels on, and I was like falling on stage. It was a huge mess, but definitely that. I don't know if you remember that, Dwight, but that was so funny.
I do. I think we ended up standing, right?
We had to stand, and then oh my god, then Dwight broke the stand. So Cassidy had to come on with duct tape and wrap the whole.
Can I be
I'm
true?
always breaking them.
I didn't even know this happened. Where was I?
Austin's just up there singing Elvis, and me and Dwight and Cassie are like,
Oh, that's why I don't know. Okay, I got you. That was a good one. All right, before I go forward, our good friend Mr. Michael Chambliss is watching, and I put his comment up there. Michael, I hope you're doing well, my friend. We miss you very, very much. I'll put his comment back up there. He goes, "My family." What's up, y'all? What's up, man? I'll be talking to you in the next couple of days, by the way, just so you know, just letting you know ahead of time. But anyway, all right, Dwight, what's your funny moment?
Oh, Lord. This has to be like 2.5 years ago when we were in, I forgot what theater it was, but it was when you, Nick, and I did the long tall Sally medley at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
And right after the long tall Sally medley is another song that all three of us sing together. For some reason, we had done this a plethora of times, many times before shows. But for this exact show, I forgot that we actually had another song that we all three were singing. So after the long tall Sally medley, I had walked off the stage. I walked off the stage, I'm thinking everything cool, and I'm hearing in the background stuff that don't sound like Coach. I heard silence, and then I heard Nick come in. They're talking about basketball. And also like, yeah, you guys are just trying to tell jokes and everything. As I'm walking down the stairs, I'm like, yeah, why did you up there telling jokes? And the James said, why you supposed to be out there? I said, huh? Oh my goodness. I turn around and I'll run back on stage. It was so seamless. I'll have to give you and Nicholas some props because you guys,
thank you.
You covered me so well, okay? But I don't know how I totally forgot that I was supposed to be up there. You just that walked up like I was like I owned the whole thing.
That was a funny time. I remember that.
It was. It was.
Oh. Your camera's flipping on you. All right, Donnie and Cassidy.
What's going on?
Do y'all got about the same answer, or do y'all both got separate ones? If so, go right ahead.
There's a bunch of funny ones. I can't remember them all.
I got one.
Okay.
I can't remember what it was, but we were all of us on here was practicing for the movie skit the night before the show.
Yes.
And we could not stop laughing at him and Dwight. It was so hard. I don't even know how we kept a straight face because it was so hard trying not to laugh at Donnie and Dwight through the whole entire thing.
Yeah. The whole time I sit beside you, right, KALYSTA, is who I sit beside? That's right. I can't remember. It's been a while. So I'm sitting there and I have to look to make sure where we're at. So I'll know to start back over when it comes back to my time. And I have to look at him and Dwight. And I look, and I'm the first time we did it, everybody kept a serious face, but me. I smile. Yeah. And mom told me about it after it was over. I think Dwight left us again accidentally. Maybe he'll come back. Oh well. Oh Lord, now it's my turn.
Hello?
There you are. There you are.
Am I here?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know this is all turned into a technology comedy act. For those of you who know. Starring Dwight Bozeman.
Oh, now I'm hearing echoes, or I got voices in my head.
Look, you might got voices in your hair, but you're good right now. So don't touch anything. Oh no, he's gone. So my turn. My most funniest moment. Well, it involves Dwight. Bless his heart. This involves you. I'll never forget this. But we were backstage, and it was right before the show kicked off. Okay. And I think you were talking to KALYSTA, if I'm right. And I was talking to, my memory don't go back that far, I guess. I don't remember who I was talking to. But all to know, as you all know me, I talk with my hands. That's just how I do. So anyway, I'm just a talking, had no clue Dwight's behind me, and I throw my arm back, and I smack Dwight right across his face hard. I mean, I hit him hard. It was a huge
almost
pop.
had us fighting back there.
And my mouth just like hit the floor, and I'm just like, oh, because I didn't know what to say, because I didn't really know what he was thinking, because his face was like I can't believe you just hit me. Like, what did I do wrong? That's just like what he was thinking. So all of a sudden, I'm like, dude, I had no clue you were behind me, and then he just looks at me, and then we both just bust out laughing, like, oh well. But I did. I'll never forget that. I mean, it was just like, I was like, oh my God, I just slapped him. Like, what did I do? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh Lord Jesus. Well, that was a funny moment. I remember that. There's plenty of more. I mean, there's a time with KALYSTA where we was doing the Hey Paula skit, and I left the ring backstage, and I had to pretend that I had a ring, and I didn't, and it was, yeah. I could go on. I could go on and on and on. There's plenty of funny stuff I can say about Donnie, but we won't go there. That's for another time. He makes all of us laugh. Oh Lord Jesus. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take one more commercial break, and while we do that, for the viewers that are watching right now, all of you that are watching, we're gonna take only a selected few live questions. So if you guys have a question of something personal, well, not too personal because we might not want to answer it. A question or something that you might want to ask that we haven't answered or covered, comment it in the comment section, and we'll answer just a few live questions. It can be for all of us, somebody individually, whatever you guys want to do. So go ahead and start making those comments below, and I'll be watching on the screen here, and we'll pop them up on the screen so they can read it. And we'll just do a few of those, and then we'll let them sing a little bit, and then we'll call it a night. So don't change that channel. We'll be right back with Weekly Chat with Austin and answer a few more questions. So we're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be right back.
We have a rich legacy at the University of South Carolina, serving our state, nation, and the world. Discoveries that lead to healthier, more educated communities with students who push boundaries, persevere, because as a Gamecock, there are no limits to what you can achieve.
That was fast. I told y'all it was going to be like a 30 second. All right, so we did have a question pop up here. Okay, this is assumingly for me. What is your favorite type of music to sing other than Elvis? Okay, that's an easy answer. Gospel music. I love singing gospel music. So that would be my other favorite type of music to sing other than Elvis. So there you go, Penny. There is your question. Oh, I got to put this on the screen because I'm a South Carolina fan. Go. Thank you very much. Thank you. So thank you very much. All right, here's the next one. Oh man, we got a bunch popping on here. Okay, this is from Heidi, my friend Heidi from Georgia. You've all been doing this for a little while, but do you all still get nervous before going on stage? Who wants to answer first? Everybody's just shaking their head. Yeah.
I think you can all vouch for me.
Yeah, KALYSTA is very nervous. Like before if we're doing a dance routine, she'll come to me and be like, "So what's the first step?" I done forgot. I'm like, we've rehearsed this like 20 times. So the answer for all of us to answer that question. Now, Cassidy, look, you're not really performing. Well, you do a little bit in the Grease segment now when we do it, but do you get nervous for a show thinking about the stuff you have to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Donnie, what about you?
I do before.
Right.
You know, not right before. It's like as I'm getting there.
Gotcha.
It's like
That's true.
an hour, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Heidi, your answer would be from all of us. All of us would be yes. That is the answer. All right. Yeah. Here's a question from Penny. If you can meet anyone, who would it be? Dwight, after you.
Okay. I'll say 4 people.
Okay.
Of course, Mariah Carey.
Bless
2, this is in no particular order.
No particular order. Okay.
The second one, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's an astrophysicist. 3, Oprah. And 4, Michelle Obama.
Okay. KALYSTA, what about yours?
Carrie Underwood, of course. Leanne Rimes, love her. Obviously Harry Styles, because like you have to. Just have to throw that one in there. I'm trying to think. There's so many people that I would like to meet. Now that it's like all leaving my head, but definitely those 3 for sure. Yeah.
All right, Cassidy, your turn.
Jim Carrey. I would love to meet Jim Carrey. Yeah. Jim Carrey. I had to say Harry Styles as well, Kalysha.
Okay.
Respect. Sorry.
All right, Donnie. All right, man. What about you?
You're talking about people that's alive, right?
I'm assuming yes.
Okay. Jack Black, he'd be neat to meet.
Nice.
I think we hit it all. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'd like to meet him. And there's a couple like that, you know. If Chris Farley was alive,
yeah,
I'd like.
Nice. Well, my answer would be first, if Elvis Presley was alive, or if I could turn back time, I'd definitely go see Elvis first. That would be number 1. I'd love to meet Keith Urban. Like I said, you know, I just feel like he's a humble type of a person. So I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet Will Smith. I love Will Smith. He's my favorite actor. So I'd love to meet Will Smith. And also The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I'd love to meet him as well.
I was gonna say.
Good choice.
That would be cool. All right. So here is another question. This is from Ria. What show was your favorite that you performed at? So that means, all right, I'm gonna put her question into 2. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the question be, which one of our productions do you enjoy performing in the best, and what location that we have been all together before is your favorite? Dwight, you go first.
My favorite production I've ever been with you guys, and probably in general, ever. Selma.
Okay.
Is that the one with the beautiful lights? That's my favorite place to perform in. And the show that I opened for you with the I forgot what the band's called, but they're fantastic.
Spin Out's band.
Yes. That was my favorite show ever. At my most favorite theater ever.
Awesome. All right, Kalista, your turn.
Rockin' the Night Away is like my favorite. I get to like dance, act, and sing.
Right.
And do like trios and stuff like that. It's really fun. My favorite show is probably Social Circle. I love the theater. Other than the dressing room situation.
Dressing rooms are difficult.
No, but I love the theater. It was really nice. And like the huge stage. I love that.
All right, you two, Donnie and Cassidy, whichever one wants to go first.
I like the Abbeville Opera House.
Okay.
As performing.
Yeah, there's an inside story why you like the Abbeville Opera House. For those of you who don't know, it is haunted. All right, Donnie, what you gonna say?
I like that place. It's cool.
I like that place. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right. Well, she just asked a very nice question. Dana asked, what is the hardest dance to learn that we have ever had to learn together? Okay. Now, look, here's what we're going to do. Since we're going to answer that, I want her to answer it too. So she needs to make a comment and answer that. I want to see if we all kind of pick the same things. So Dwight, go first.
What's the song? I've been working
Footloose.
so hard.
Yeah.
Is that Footloose? Yeah, that one. All right, Kalista, what do you say? Same?
It wasn't even like the hardest. It just takes so much energy.
Yeah.
So
I'll be truthful with you. I think I'd have to agree with you because the Grease stuff is not too hard, and like the opening where we do like the 50 stuff, it's not really that. I mean, it takes time to learn. Don't get us wrong. It takes a lot of time to learn, but I think I would agree. Footloose would be probably the most difficult. There's a lot of footwork. That's why it's called Footloose. Okay, all right. I think we got one more question, and then we're going to start closing the show out. But let me find it again. All right. Oh, not that one. That involves her question. All right. So here's the question: does Cassidy ever have to get tough? Meaning tough backstage to keep us in line. Who wants to answer it?
I don't think I've ever seen her like. She definitely gets stuff done. And she's very serious about it, and she's like does her job very, very well. But I've never seen her be like mean or like boss anybody. Like she does it really well, and somehow she handles all the pressure. But you never see her get stressed out. Like we're always backstage, like having fun and like singing or like rehearsing. Like she even helps me rehearse my dances and songs backstage. But also does the lights, this, and that, and communicates with everybody else. So applaud freaking her because I don't know how she does it. I could never.
Well, I agree with that statement, but she has got Ruben me. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have my reason.
I'm joking. You never have. Now, maybe when we've been making videos for like what we were doing for this United We Stand thing or something like this, maybe we've kind of wanted to slap one another or something like, hey, listen, we got to get it done. Listen. No, I'm just kidding. No, she takes her job serious. That's the reason why she's doing it. And she does everything right. And so does Donnie as well. And takes it serious. And to be truthful with you, and if Mom was on here, which Mom hates being on camera, but if she was on here, she would agree with me on this. But you never have to ask either one of them to really do anything. You just have to say, do you mind doing this? And probably before you get it out of your mouth, they're already doing it. So you really don't have to repeat yourself 1,000 times to ask them to do something. So we're grateful for what both of you do for us. We really do. So Dana asked, she answered the question. And Footloose, I always thought my ankles were going to break, and it's so fast. And Dwight can never get the arm directions right, so we had to do it so much. But Runaround Sue sure was the most fun, I think.
I was going to say Runaround Sue was definitely one of my favorites, but I struggle with it so much for some reason.
Right.
Like, for some reason, that was a struggle for me.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have one more question, but I'm going to wait to the very end to ask it. And then I'm done with the questions, I promise. Who's going to sing first?
Dwight.
Not I. I'm out. Dwight, you going to go first?
Austin.
I think so.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Or you want me to go first? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I wish I had my guitar in here. If the sound would sound really good, Donnie, I'll tell you to play guitar for us, but I don't know how it would sound coming through here. Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm going to sing. I'm just going to sing a simple Elvis song. I don't know what it's going to sound like coming through this thing, but I'm not going to use music. I'm going to do it a cappella. Okay. Love Me Tender was Elvis's first movie. It was a big hit for Elvis, and it's a simple song to sing. So I'm going to sing just a smidge of it, and maybe you guys enjoy it. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but here we go. Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. For my darling, I love y'all. That ain't the right words. And I always will. Down. All right, that's enough of me. I'm done. I'm out. Okay, who's next?
I'll go next.
All right, Dwight. I'm gonna make you full screen.
Pardon?
I'm gonna make you full screen, so it's all you.
Oh Lord. So this song lately has meant the world to me. It's by Jackie Wilson. It's a song that simply reminds us all that it's okay to love one another.
That's right.
It's the song that says, "Your love keeps lifting me higher and higher." Again, my voice isn't warmed up like that, but God is good, so I'm gonna try it out.
That's right.
Your love is lifting me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up and quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. You know your love keep on lifting me higher, higher and higher. I said your love keep on.
Well, you saying that song?
Keep on lifting me higher and higher.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, with this all being unprepared, I think we're doing a pretty doggone good job.
Yes.
All right, Kalyssta, you gonna go now?
Yes, I have music because
Oh, you lucky dog. She has music.
See, I did this on my laptop, but then it didn't work. So now,
Okay.
Wait, there's a commercial. Ignore that.
Commercial.
We're learning about Macy's.com.
We're sending out a sponsorship for Macy's.
I guess I'll do an Elvis song. Oh,
That's so nice. Thank you.
Let's see. Only fools passing, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be the same? Oh, I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. There we go.
Listen to this. Lord have mercy.
You gotta sing that song.
Bow down. Bow down.
Oh my gosh. Ah, that's you guys.
For those of you who don't know, we all haven't seen each other for quite some time, but we hadn't seen Kalyssta in, I don't know,
like
24 years? No, I'm just, 1,000 years. All right, Donnie boy, you going to give us a little taste of something?
I have a guitar.
Oh, I wish I would have got mine in advance when he was going to play your guitar. Go for it. Play a little something.
What does it sound like when I play a chord?
It sounds good. Let it rip.
It's out of tune. All right.
That's all right.
I'm gonna do a country song.
Go for it. Yeah, Cass, you dance.
There's a little girl in our neighborhood. Her name is Charlotte Johnson, and she's really looking good. I had to go and see her, so I called her on the phone. I walked over to her house, and here's what's going on. Her brother was on the sofa, eating chocolate pie. Her mama was in the kitchen, cutting chicken up to fry. Her daddy was in the backyard, rolling up a garden hose. I was on the porch with Charlie, feet her down to my toes, and we were swinging. She's as pretty as the angels when they sing. I can't believe I'm out there on the front porch and it's swing to start swinging. That's enough.
Beautifully.
Yeah.
Beautiful. No, beautiful job. Beautiful job.
Cassidy's turn.
Yeah, Cassie's turn. She's
That's
like,
not.
no. Dwight, can Cassidy sing?
Yes, you can sing.
We've heard her.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Don't be bashful.
oh, yeah. She's like, oh, well, everybody's giving comments and they're saying we all did a beautiful and excellent job for it being at the, a moment we weren't prepared to do it. So everybody's saying fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, before I have them sign off of here, I want each one of them to do one more thing for me before they sign off. And I want each one of you, and we'll start with KALYSTA, and then we'll work our way around. But I want you guys, this pandemic that's happening with this coronavirus, it's put a damper on everything. I mean, we're not able to go out and, do things like we normally do as in a normal, not able to do shows, not able to see one another unless we're all like this. And everybody's, there's a lot of people that are hurting emotionally. They're hurting financially. They really just don't know what to do. So what's something motivational or something you could say to uplift their spirits, to let everybody know, we're all in this together and we're all going to be okay.
Well, the thing that kept me going all the way through was that God always has a plan. And even though it doesn't make sense at the time, so like, why would he make this whole pandemic, a thing? But it's always has something to do. Like, he always has a plan. So keep your faith and don't ever lose your faith or doubt it, because even though it doesn't make sense at the time, I promise, and he promises, and God does not make mistakes or ever lie, it will get better. And he did this for a reason. We don't know what that reason is, but he did it for a reason, and it's all going to make sense at the end. The outcome will all make sense. So
That's
just
right.
Keep the faith. And yeah.
That's good. That's good to say. All right, Dwight, what you got to say, my brother?
Ecclesiastes 9:11. The race is not given to the swift or to the strong, but those who endure it to the end. We are beautifully, wonderfully, and fearfully made creation of God Most High. During today's time, we got the coronavirus and other stress. I want to challenge all of us here today to keep steadfast, not only in our faith, but also in our relationships with one another. It's so easy to become divided, but when you come to a point when division may occur, or you're being stretched and you're being in a situation that makes you uncomfortable, just listen. Listen to your brothers and sisters, black, white, Hispanic, or indifferent. Listen to your brothers and sisters, to the pain, to the worry, to their very soul. I want to challenge all of us to do better in that regard, because in the end, we are all part of the body of Christ.
Absolutely.
We're one. There's one injustice. There's always an injustice. So I want you all to stick together. Come on, someone in the comments say, stick together. I love every single one of you guys on here right now. There's not a coronavirus. There's not anything that can keep that love from me getting to you. Remember that.
That was a good thing right there. Amen to that. 100%. All right,
Amen.
Cassie and Donnie.
That's hard to
follow.
Basically the same thing I was going to say.
for real. Yeah, just stay positive. Always stay positive. Never negative. Just keep the faith, and just we'll make it through it. Just always think positive, and we'll make it through it.
Yeah, it'll get better before it'll
get worse.
It'll get better.
Yep.
But it will get better.
Absolutely.
Just always remember that.
Yeah.
Even though we're apart now, then it's pulling us apart. We can stick together.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. You know, I had this conversation last night with somebody, a good friend of mine. I think he was watching this a few moments ago. He said he's an Elvis tribute artist. Some of y'all that's watching may be familiar with him, but his name's Stuart Chapman, and he's a great guy. And we've been having a nice every Sunday or Wednesday or something. We'll talk for several hours, and we'll kind of have church amongst ourselves and talk about some things. But I personally feel that this coronavirus was put here for a purpose, for a reason, and the world has kind of, I guess you could say, it's turned away from God, and I think he's kind of getting sick and tired of it, and I think he's kind of come to the conclusion to where he says, either I'm giving you one more shot to turn back to me, and if you don't, I'm pulling the plug, and it is finished. But let me tell you something, and all these that are on here with me right now, whenever he says it is finished, that's fine with me, because I know I'm going to a better place, and it's going to be better than this old world right here. And you ain't got to worry about nothing no more. No pain, no sorrow, no nothing. And like DWIGHT said, we're all as one. We all stand together as one. It's not about your race or anything. We're all stand together. We're all as one. We all love one another. We were all created in God's image, and that's the way we stand. So no matter if you're Mexican, black, white, don't matter. We're all created in his image, and we're all just one nation, and we're under God. And you keep God first. Remember, he loves you, and he's going to take care of you, and he's got the whole world in his hands, and you're going to be okay. That's the main thing that everybody needs to remember. And some people might not even believe there is such thing as a God, but that's okay. I don't judge you for it. I still love you anyway. That's not my right to do so. But, our God is an awesome God. Am I right?
Amen. Come on now.
That's right. So anyway, man, I could stay on here all night and preach, but we don't have time to stay on all night and preach. Maybe we make that another night. But man, I want to thank all of y'all for being on here and coming on here and do this. And I think it was fun. I think the people enjoyed it, and we got to share some funny moments and some cool things. And we hadn't got to see each other in a while, so it was nice to see everybody and talk, and hopefully be back doing shows here again very soon. I hope.
Please.
Yes.
So all of you guys take care. Anything else y'all got to say before y'all sign off?
Love you all.
Yeah. Thank you for all the support always. And yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you all so much for logging on and doing this, and we'll stay in touch, and maybe we can get together sometime and do a little virtual show or something. That would be nice.
Please.
So thank y'all again. Y'all be safe, and I'll talk with you guys soon.
All right, now.
All right, bye. Bye. All right, there you go. Man, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, DWIGHT. Thank you, Cassidy and Donnie. Thank you, KALYSTA. Thank you so much for being on tonight. I had a great time. I really did. And man, it was just phenomenal. Did you guys have fun? I had fun. I really did. So don't forget, you can follow all of us on Facebook. You definitely can do that, and all that great stuff. And also, for more information, right there at the bottom of the screen, AustinWentertainment.com. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Weekly Chat with Austin. And if you'd like to send a donation, send it through via PayPal, AIElvisLive1@gmail.com. It'd be greatly appreciated, but it's not mandatory at all. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I had such a great time, and it was nice. I call this like a special edition because normally I only have a couple of guests on here, so it was nice to have more than two on here and just chat about some things that have been going on and everything in the world. But I want to say before I sign off, for the rest of you who are still tuning in, I have several announcements that are going to be coming really, really soon. So stay tuned to that, and I might be putting some teases on Facebook. So stay tuned for all that, and I'll be making those announcements really, really soon. So stay tuned to my Austin to Be Entertainer like page. If you haven't done so, like this page and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Weekly Chat with Austin, and stay tuned. There's going to be some more announcements coming really, really soon. So without further ado, all of y'all have a blessed night. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. God bless you. Remember, God loves you. I love you. And we're going to be okay. Stay positive out there, okay? That's all you need to do. And until next time, thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of Weekly Chat with Austin. Good night, everybody.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to